The role of volunteers is really when, alongside the person and their family or their important people, we've identified that there's something that they need help with, and no one in their immediate circle of acquaintances or family is able to do that. How a volunteer fits in that I can actually seek a volunteer, somebody who's willing to give of their time and their energy to connect with the person around a particular task. And that often works really well because the person is engaged with the particular task that is needed. For example, I've worked with a woman who has an intellectual disability and has a very, very minimal skill in reading and writing, but she wants to learn and she's keen to do that. And what works best for her is one of the home-based courses, and the course provider isn't able to give her the intense assistance that she needs. So we've found a volunteer who's more than happy to work as her reader-writer, someone who's basically happy to interpret the written material so that this lady can understand it, and then interpret her answers back into written form that can be submitted to the course provider. Of course, there are times when somebody wants to volunteer and the people meet and everything looks like it's going to be fine, and then it just doesn't work out for some reason. And sometimes that's about, as they get to know each other further, they realise that they haven't actually clicked. Sometimes it might be about the fact that the volunteer's life changes. You know, sometimes people have a 3-month block and they think, oh, well, you know, I'll volunteer, and then it takes a little while to get things up and rolling, and then their life changes and so they move off. On the other hand, we've had people who have volunteered for quite a long period of time, and by that I mean 6 months, a year, something like that. So everybody's very different, and it really does depend on a good match between the people. But often what we've found is that the match comes around the interest in common. So whether it's art or woodwork or gardening or painting or whatever, it's about having that common interest.